Something is happening right now that I don't think enough people are talking about. It's folks going to work every day and still can't afford the basic necessities. This woman y'all about to hear from went to Walmart and she had to walk out.
How are you supposed to feel like you're not failing in life when you are 28, you have a college degree, you have a professional career, and you walk into Walmart to purchase 3 items and you had to walk out the door with one because you didn't have the money?
Wow.
How are you supposed to feel like you're doing a good job? How are you supposed to feel like you are succeeding? Because when I pulled up to Walmart today, I do what I do every time I need to go to the store, and I check my bank account because there's that little bit of money in there. Oh, after I pay the bills, after I pay rent and the car insurance and the car payment and get groceries and do gas and the Wi-Fi and every expense, because it's all on my shoulders. Every single month, it's all on my shoulders. Once it's all paid, there's like pennies left. And so every time I get to the store, I have to check my bank account to see how much money we're working with. And then I have to sit there and calculate as I go, what can I get and what can I not get? I want this item, so I'm gonna have to put this item back. And I'm 28 years old and I have a college degree and I'm doing that. And so God knows what the regular people are doing who didn't get the opportunity to go to college, because if I'm doing that, what is everyone else doing? I needed to get 3 things today, and I got one item, and I put the other $10 that I had left from my purchase into my gas tank to get me where I need to be this weekend. And that is just like what are we doing? And what's funny is the $25 in cash I actually had to spend today, thank God I earned it by selling some clothes the other day. If you saw that video, that's the $25 that got spent today. So yeah, to get to the store and to open your bank account and see that it's overdrafted because your car insurance hit and took the $75 that you had to play around with, that was your little bit of money you had until you got another paycheck, and that money wasn't even yours to begin with. Actually, my sister gave me money early for a babysitting job I'm going to do at the end of the month, because that's just how broke I am. And I feel like I am failing miserably at life.
You know, a lot of people are feeling like this. I know myself when I go to the store, I have to double check to make sure I got what I need. And I'm real quick to have my card locked because I'm scared something gonna come through before, I'm able to buy what I went to the store to get. So I can feel her about just a 100%. I can relate.
And my last like solution was to come here to social media, and this is what I'm doing. But also I'm so mad that this is where I have to be at. If you are a single person trying to survive in this economy, what are you doing? Like, what are you doing financially, but also what are you doing emotionally to just not feel so bitter all the time? Because I'm not gonna lie to you, I feel so bitter. I'm surrounded by people who go home to a loving family every day and to a loving partner, and they have that person not only to lean on for emotional support but for financial support. And I am as positive can be, and I'm telling you, when I walk through my door, it's hard. It's hard to know that everything is on my shoulders. And while I want to be in a relationship, not only for the emotional side of it, I want to be in it for the financial side of it too. To be able to like split the grocery bill and to split rent and to split all the other expenses in life would just be so nice, because when you're doing it all by yourself, it sucks.
Yeah.
It sucks. And it sucked today to need 3 items from Walmart that the total of those purchases would have cost me less than $25. Okay. But I had to walk out the door with one because I also needed gas in my car. And that's on making decisions and being upset about it, because you shouldn't have to make those decisions as someone who went to college and got a degree and you have a career. Make it make sense.
Yeah, it's a lot of people that has gone to college and they end up coming back and they end up working somewhere that they could have worked at straight out of high school. It's tough out here, man. It's a lot of people with college degrees that's just working normal jobs. And the main thing is you just have to keep moving forward. You can't worry about what other people are doing. You got to just stay your path and just keep grinding because it's tough for everybody. I know on the outside looking in, sometimes it may seem like people doing better than you, but you never know what people are dealing with and what people going through. So you got to just worry about yourself.
Up to anyone that is currently struggling financially.
Yeah, it's tough,
It's
man.
so hard. And you feel like such a failure. But you're not. You're not. We're living in the most ridiculous times where it's so expensive to just stay alive. There's so many that just are so greedy. And they're like, I need more money. And like you, and you can barely pay your bills.
Yeah, it's tough, man.
I'm just like, I'm in way more financial detriment than I thought I was. And I'm trying to figure out how to solve it.
Main thing we gotta do is budget. I think a lot of people right now are going through life without actually having a budget. I mean, literally sitting down old fashioned way and writing down all your bills, writing down everything you're responsible for, how much money is coming in, how much money is going out. I think a lot of folks, including myself, we got to get back to the old school way of doing things. And because right now everything is just moving so fast and it's easy to get, lost or left behind. Yeah,
I'm
it's
not
tough.
looking for any sympathy. I'm just looking to connect with those that are resonating with this burden that we have to carry. How hard we work. How much I just try and give and give.
Yeah, man, it's tough. It's tough to even watch this, because it's a lot of people that's really suffering, man. I know I talk about cars and stuff on this channel, but all this stuff is related. You got people who are actually feeling like this because they have a super high car note, or they got their dream car, like people always say, and they paying a super high interest rate on it. And then when that payment start coming every every month, and you got groceries and insurance, all this stuff start piling on, it hit different.
Just felt like a failure. That's what I feel like, a failure. And I don't even know how to do this. Don't even know if I'm gonna actually post it. Probably won't. But I'm 53 years old and I got paid today, but I don't even have enough money to pay my rent. I
Man,
know I said last month
been there.
about how they took money out my check. What I want to say is that money has been taken out my check basically every month. Because when I have to be home with my son, I have to be home with my son. Money's gonna be taken out next month. I just don't know what to do. I'm just lost.
That's unfortunate. A lot of people feel like that. It's a lot of people going to social media, you know, talking about their problems and kind of reaching out and asking people to help out. I mean, when you at your last, you got a platform. I mean, I can dig it. You know, ain't nothing wrong with asking. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing wrong with that. And it's unfortunate if you don't have like a family member or somebody you can go to when you are going through rough times. That's why I always tell people try not to burn bridges. Or when you get to the point where you up, you start acting like you too good to deal with people that may be a little below you or not doing as well as you. Because I don't look at people as below me. I only look down on people when I'm helping them up. That's just how I feel about it. But you never should look down on people and always try to keep an open communication with somebody that you might can reach out to when you're having hard times.
After I pay my bills, there's nothing left. There's nothing
I
left
know the
even
feeling.
before I get paid. Like, I'm already like, okay, I'm about to get paid, but like, what does that matter? Because it's gone even before, like, as soon as it hits my account, it's already gone
Yep.
because I have to pay everything and then I'm still short. No savings, no cushion, no room to breathe. And that scared me. Like, it wasn't until I think my daughter started college that it all just was like, wait a minute, like, what is happening here? You know what I mean? Like, I can't keep living like this. Because what if, like, we have an emergency and something happens?
Yep.
We have no savings. I have no savings. So, like, what happens? You know, that's when I knew, like, I just can't keep living like this. Like, I knew I needed something different. And, like, just, I'm going to give myself a heart attack just by thinking of all the bills, my daughter's tuition, just everything.
Yep.
Right? So I just knew I needed something different.
The first thing is recognizing that you're in trouble, that you need some help. Like I said, if when you get paid, if your account is negative, then your money gone, and then it's like a cycle. You just keep going through the same cycle. Negative, then the money hit, take up the negative, then you back in the negative. So the best thing to do is try to stay out of the negative and do away with these daggone pay now, pay later stuff, man. That stuff gets you so caught up. I mean, because they don't care. They don't care what your credit is. They'll loan you the money. But trust me, you can get behind and it hit your credit report. It's like all that stuff we got to leave behind. We can't afford it right then and there. We just need to not have it.
That every single month we are getting screwed in some way, some way. Okay, the electric bill, $312.
I'm
And
talking about
granted, yeah,
electric.
I know it's been freaking miserably hot. We live in a hot box right now. I've put aluminum foil on my freaking windows, which apparently is not helping. Okay, $312, and I'm like, okay, thank God we have AC. Okay, I'm AC dependent, so thankful for that. But our freaking water bill has been so daggum high, $72, $72, $65, and I'm like, what? The actual flip is going on to where we're having to pay that much. I don't understand it, and I'm so sick of it. So why is it high? I don't understand, and I'm sick and tired of getting it just every which way. Okay, electric, groceries, water. Like, give me a freaking break.
Yeah, she right though. That's why I had to tell my kids, hey man, make sure y'all turn that water off. Don't stand in the shower for 2 hours. It's like they don't get it.
Just tell me that everything's gonna be okay and that one day I'm gonna look back at all of these moments and laugh because it is 3 a.m. and I'm getting ready to go to massage school. And I messaged the company I'm working with on a retainer, like, hey, just making sure I'm getting my money today because I don't have any money and I don't want to be stuck in Asheville.
I can dig it.
And they said, oh, sorry to let you know, it's not gonna be until next Tuesday.
That's crazy. I hate when people play with your money, man. It's like, come on. We
And I'm
got
so
bills.
tired of being paycheck to paycheck
Right,
and
I
that
know.
not being okay. Like, oh, sure, next Tuesday, no problem. That's totally fine. But instead, now I'm in complete dysregulation. I'm sweating. I don't know what I'm gonna do.
See, that's sad, man. I hate when people play with your money. Like I got bills just like you. And a lot of times people don't care, man. They just doing their job. It ain't really on them. It's the people in the HR, payroll, wherever the money may be coming from. And it's sad, and a lot of Americans are facing this. I mean, people in general, everybody's struggling, man. It's just not one person type of thing. We all have things we dealing with. Nobody's like living a perfect life, you know. And we got to remind ourselves of that. That we got to just keep pushing and keep moving, man. That's all we can do. That's all we can do.
Ready to sell my freaking left toe at this point. I'll chop it off. Who needs it? Closed mouths
I
don't
hear
get
you.
fed, and I ain't too proud to beg. I have 3 days to come up with $300 for
Oh
my son's
man.
daycare, and if I don't, then they're just gonna keep adding charges every single day that I'm late. On top of that, next month he's having a procedure. I had to take a week and a half off of work. I have no more PTO because every time he's sick, which in daycare is a lot, I have to take days. So job's on my ass because I don't have the PTO hours. Not only that, I'm not gonna get paid during that time, and I am already struggling with his daycare bills as it is. So I have a GoFundMe. I'm gonna put it in the comments
Go
and
fund
it's
me.
linked in my
Wow.
bio. Even if you can't donate anything, I would appreciate just sharing it so it can get more exposure because I have no idea what to do.
Yeah, that's sad, man. Been there, done that. When my kids were in daycare, I remember both of my boys were in daycare at the same time. I was paying well over 1,000 or so dollars for them to be in daycare because I didn't want them in just any daycare. So I had to try to find the best one. But you can't just trust anybody and everybody with your kids, especially nowadays. It's just crazy out here. I know this is a little different, guys, but I hope we all can, get through our tough times. Everybody's dealing with something. Nobody's life is perfect. I don't care what it looked like from the outside. Everybody's dealing with something. The main thing is just focus on yourself, focus on what you're dealing with, and just keep pushing. That's all we can do. If I could help you out, I would. Unfortunately, I can't put my hands on y'all. But You can always get in the comments, leave your comments, let me know what you're dealing with, what you're going through, what you did to get through it. That's the main reason. The main purpose of this video is, go in the comments and vent, let it all out. So if you're new to the channel, man, hit the like button, subscribe. I appreciate y'all watching. And I'll see y'all on the next one. Peace.